Hi, and welcome to the Drama Club. On this week's episode, we have hot topics talking about the holidays, the Kardashians, and the America's Got Talent drama. And then, in our main story, Stef tells us the life of Dolly Parton. Stay tuned.
What up, fam? It's good, y'all. Feels good, right? Yeah, I know it do. And without further ado, we broadcasting live from CA to
Did you watch The Irishman?
No, fuck, man. Why is that thing so long?
It's so fucking long,
That's
dude.
why I didn't watch it, because I was like, 3 hours? What the fuck?
But you know, somebody pointed... It's 3.5, actually.
God damn!
Somebody pointed out that it's only 15 minutes longer than Titanic.
Yeah, I would never watch Titanic also.
Really? You wouldn't? You love Leo and
I
Kate.
love Leo, but I wouldn't sit down to watch that shit. It's too long, dude.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I'm with it.
Do you
I watched
like it?
parts of it.
You like it?
Hell yeah, I like
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
So I watched The Irishman.
Okay.
And
so
it's
did my
like-
brother and most of my cousins, actually.
And I don't... You might disagree with me on this, but I don't consider myself a contrarian, really. There are certainly things where I'm like, people like this more than I like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Beyonce or something, where I'm like, I like her, but like, not like that. Like,
Yeah. Oh, nobody likes her like how the Bayhive does, though. They're ridiculous.
You know, so, and especially I think with like film, I think if everybody likes it, like I generally like it, you know?
Yeah.
But so I'm like, looking, everybody's talking about this as a fucking masterpiece. I thought it
Oh,
was
really?
so fucking boring.
So my cousins were, I don't know exactly how they felt about it, but I saw your tweet about Robert De Niro, or was
Joe
it the other way
Pesci.
around?
Joe Pesci was calling Robert De Niro kid early.
Yeah.
This was like 10 minutes into the movie, and I was like, "Excuse me."
So my cousins were all making a similar complaint in that sense, where they were like, it was good, and like they love Scorsese. They like grew up on Goodfellas and Casino and shit. Like that was their shit when they were young, and they were like, these fools are too fucking old to be doing this.
They're
and
so
they made
old.
a comment about a scene where Robert De Niro is like kicking somebody, and they
Yeah.
were like, he looks like he's fucking struggling.
Yeah, he does.
Like
He really
Scorsese
does.
needs to find 2 new Italian dudes.
It's true, and it's like the centerpiece of this movie. Well, maybe that's not fair to the performances, but a lot of hype around this movie was about the special effects, the de-aging special effects.
Yeah, because I saw that thing going viral too of De Niro with his shirt off.
Oh, what? I didn't see that.
And it was like, you got some CGI nipples.
Well, I didn't think. I was like, when is it happening? They just looked old the whole movie.
Maybe they look older than that in real life, dude.
I don't. Oh no, because they had a little immediately after the movie played. Netflix played auto-played a little interview with everybody, and they look old as fuck. Like they look the same age as like their older versions in the movie.
Pesci was already short, so he's only getting shorter as he ages more.
True.
And it just makes him look more like, it just makes it less realistic that he could like really fuck someone up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing, I too like those movies. I also like Goodfellas. I mean, I love Casino. Goodfellas is okay. I love Casino.
Yeah.
And-
Also a long ass movie.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But it's like
But worth it just to see Sharon Stone all coked out.
True. That's
The
a
best. That's one of my favorite lines. I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna cut your ass off. When they're in the closet and they're fighting, and she's like, "Give me some money. I need some money."
I
Same,
mean,
bitch.
please. If Sharon Stone told me that, I would be like, we're going to the ATM right now, bitch. But there are no good women in this movie.
I didn't even know there were women in the movie. They never promoted any women in the movie.
All the women are really afterthoughts.
Yeah.
And also
Just like accessories.
and there, I don't see any progression. To me, these are the same. Like, I could have just watched Goodfellas again. I could have just watched
that's
Casino
whack.
again.
That's what.
There, these are the same dudes playing the same characters, you know?
that we've seen
Yeah.
done well already.
Yeah.
Like, do we need another one?
Right.
Okay, I haven't seen it, so I can't really say anything, but that makes me laugh because Scorsese was all up in arms talking shit about
Yeah.
other cinema.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember Ira Madison tweeting something like that. Like, if you think, because somebody was saying, like, at that time, I think I said this before also, where they were like, oh, Leo is like a blockbuster actor without having to do like
like a superhero movie.
a superhero film. And Ira was like, if you think that Scorsese shit isn't like the same kind of fan like shit
true.
as like a superhero, then you're fucking faded.
Yeah.
Oh my God, did you see Ira on some show and they were trying to ask him about Justin Timberlake and he was like, well, let me just get this out of the way. I don't like Justin Timberlake.
Sorry to this man.
I was dying.
Yeah.
I was like, Ira, go for it. Go off.
Ira has been like on a tweeting spree for the last several days. Is because 2 weeks before he tweeted something about how he hasn't spent a Thanksgiving with his family. Like he's just like it's the perfect time to take a solo trip, which is true. I agree with that. It's the perfect time to take a solo trip. So he's like, yeah, every Thanksgiving for the last few years I've been taking solo trips somewhere.
Yeah.
And so I was like, damn, like you are really solo this holiday because he's in Montreal and he's just been tweeting.
That's awesome.
I'm like, damn, go home to your family, my dude.
I think we were talking about holidays, us, like our group chat. And I was trying to think about it like this weekend, or like, it's barely the weekend, but I think Thanksgiving is my favorite of the holidays because it's like low key. Like, it's like,
yeah, true.
You just eat and like get together.
Yeah.
And there's not much to it. Christmas is like all about presents, and then it gets like, I don't know, I don't like Christmas really that much. And New Year's I don't mind because my family does the same thing as like Thanksgiving. We just get together and eat and drink and shit. I think New Year's, if I was like single or trying to like go out and stuff, I would fucking hate it.
I absolutely, whether I'm single, whether I'm attached, I hate New Year's. I've always hated it. There's something really melancholy about it that I don't like something like in the pit of your stomach.
Weird, okay, like, and then everybody starts with their resolution shit.
Yeah.
Which gets hella fucking annoying. I guess the vibe of New Year's is kind of weird.
Yeah.
It could be weird.
Do not like it. And then like when you are like, I'm gonna go out, then it's like this big like production.
Oh, it's a shit show, right?
Yeah, I fucking hate New Year's. Christmas, like, you know, we're fucking Latino, so it's really the 24th.
Christmas
Noche
Eve,
Buena.
yeah.
Like that's, I'm fine with that. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm just eating tamales all day. That's fine.
Right?
Thanksgiving.
I just don't like all the fucking present thing.
Thanksgiving is
like,
whatever.
I like Thanksgiving. It's like laid back.
You know what I fuck with? President's Day.
Oh, you know.
There are sales on mattresses, TVs.
There are car sales and car commercials.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Hell yeah, there you go, man. That's what's up. I like Memorial Day because
which one is that? Like what?
I don't know.
What month is that?
I just know that like on that one, I haven't had a 3-day weekend in a long time from work.
Yeah.
So then it's like, fuck yeah. Memorial Day.
Labor Day is pretty cool because that's always a 3-day weekend, and I think that we, as in the girls, always tend to find a way to get together around Labor Day.
Yeah, that's also why I usually like Thanksgiving too, because we always find a way to get together. This is the first year,
yeah,
in a long time.
Life finds a way, but not this year. Did you listen to our last episode?
So funny.
I listened to it. I haven't had time to like listen as a listener to our podcast for a while.
Yeah, same. And I actually did listen to this one.
Yeah,
and
me too.
Octomom.
Yeah, same.
Octomom was really funny.
I did those too, and I think I think we might have something here.
Just like listen to our own beats in our room, like Aziz used to said.
We're like geniuses. Like, what did he want to call himself? Christian genius billionaire.
Billionaire. I'm gonna be Satanist. What was it? Genius Satanist. 1500 SAT score. Thousandaire.
I'm just gonna be thought.
Satanism is weird as fuck. Y'all are worshiping Satan.
I actually saw a really good documentary on them recently.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't never really think about it, but
Because a lot of it is very performative just to get religion out of government stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
that's cool.
which I think is very cool, and like the way that they're provoking people like to think about things. I don't know.
yeah, it is a very provocative like stance to
Yeah,
take. Like,
yeah.
not only do I not care about your religion, but
Right.
I'm gonna go to the nastiest shit of your religion, and that's what I'm gonna worship.
Yeah,
It's like hella fuck you.
yeah. I don't know. They're interesting. That they, they like a lot of people take maybe things a bit too far sometimes.
Yeah, for real.
But I mean,
Just any amount of effort like that is like exhausting to me, and
What
I
are you
wouldn't
doing?
do it.
Like in this documentary I watched, they built a statue of Satan to put
God damn.
I mean, this was important though, because there was like a town hall or something there, like a city hall that had the 10 Commandments in front of it, and like they would not take that shit down. And
oh yeah, that's not okay.
so they applied to put the Satan statue next to
Well,
it.
that's a take.
Yeah. So
I
I mean, there's something to be said there, but
Right.
they had to make a fucking statue. Like,
Yeah, I ain't making a fucking statue or petition. What do they have to do? Petition? If I'm filing a petition on my time off, then there's something fucking wrong with me. You guys need to have a welfare check done, because I'm fucking hell no. What the hell else were we gonna talk about?
Kim Kardashian.
Oh yeah. The Kardashians in general, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
what did Kim say?
So we brought it up on the podcast before that Kanye was talking about how he doesn't care for the way that Kim has been dressing as of late, that it's too sexy.
Right. Suddenly it's too sexy.
Yes.
Not like she's been dressing any different than she has dressed for the past fucking
But now
forever.
that he's Christian genius billionaire,
Right.
it's too sexy for him.
Right. And so he like monitors now what their daughter wears.
Yeah.
And like whether or not she puts on makeup. We talked about this too, because it's weird that he's like kind of sexualizing his young daughter.
We brought this up when T.I. was in the news.
Yeah, fuck T.I. also, by the way, just again.
And also, speaking of which, did you see that New York State is introducing legislation to stop this on the heels of T.I.'s remarks?
Good.
And T.I. also doubled down on it.
So I didn't see that, but I know he was on Red Table, which fuck Jada. Honestly, like I never have a problem with her, and especially her and Will. I think they're cool, but like, do you need to give this motherfucker another platform?
Right. Especially, I'm sure she asked him, what do you think about it before? You know, knowing that he was going to double down on it.
Ask his daughter to come on your show.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
You know who I do respect, though? Willow, who decided not to attend this episode.
Good for her. Good for her. That's awesome.
And T.I. was like, oh, I'm sorry Willow couldn't be here. And Jada was like, honestly, like, it's good for you that Willow wasn't here. I was like, oh shit, was Willow about to like
throw down?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I saw some people talking about it, and they were like, this is wrong. Like, we do not all need to be talking about this young woman's
it's true
body anymore. Like, this is so wrong. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fucked up.
So back to Kim. So Kim has now said that she's decided to tone down the way she dresses. Which, okay, I'm of the opinion that we always talk about women's rights and women's rights to express ourselves and our sexuality any way that we please. But I personally feel like we put a lot of always emphasis on the other extreme, on the extreme of like really being sexual and really being like provocative with the way that you dress and stuff. We're always like, yes, the rights for those women to do that, which I agree with. But I feel like there are some women who want to be more conservative, and I feel like we are always kind of judging women for that. Like, maybe.
Well, I don't do that because I am that woman. But I do feel judged like by woke culture because I'm somebody who is more conservative. Like, I'm married and I don't really, I'm not really a hoe. But I'm fine with women who want to do that. I think that's great. But I think that those women turn around and judge women like me. And I get it because I think that it's from a place of hurt. Like, you're judged by so many women that are conservative and shit that's why like those women turn around and like poke fun at like you're fucking basic or washed or boring or whatever. And I get that because like I said, I get it. Like, it's from a place of hurt, but you know, does that make you better? I don't know. Like, all women, you should just support all women, right? Whatever they want to do.
Well, I don't necessarily think that I've noticed like a negative towards that type of person, but you're in a different position than me, so like maybe you felt that.
Right.
But I've just noticed that we don't, when we're having these conversations about what women should be able to do, we never include those women in our conversation.
Well, because those women, like, that's your privilege. Like, I'm married, and so like that puts me in a position of privilege because I appeal to the conservative masses.
Right.
And like, if I have kids, it's only gonna like make me more acceptable to them.
Yeah.
You know? And when you're a woman that doesn't want to have kids, that doesn't want to get married, you're like their fucking enemy, you know?
That's true.
And so like that's why we don't necessarily protect those women. And that's what I'm saying. I get it. Like, I get like, you know, like all of Twitter talks shit about people that want to have kids. Like, oh, you guys want to have kids? Like, fuck that. Like, you know, and like talk shit about kids. And like, it's so cool to like, I don't know, like just not have kids or whatever the fuck. And I get it. That is cool. And I get why you want to like say those things. Like I said, I think it comes from like a defensive thing. But I don't necessarily agree with that. I think we should just like be cool with everybody. But I totally get it. I think I'm wording this well.
Well,
anytime that I've felt slighted by something that somebody else says, I just like, I know that it's because I'm privileged, so I can't fucking say anything.
Anytime?
About like marriage or kids or like, you know, anything like that. Like, on that sense, I think I'm privileged.
So I bring it up because I think that like if Kim wants to be conservative, like,
good for her.
So be it. Like that's what we're fighting for us to be able to do what we want. But my issue with this is that it's coming on the heels of Kanye saying that he wants her to be more conservative.
Right. So like early feminists would hella like talk shit about women who want like plastic surgery or like dress provocatively because they think like they're doing it for men's gratification, right? So the way that it's coming out kind of makes it seem like Kim is doing this for Kanye's.
Yeah.
And that's where the problem seems to irk us, you know, me.
Yeah, for sure. That's exactly how I feel. Like I think if it would have been sort of independent of anything else, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Well, she's done with that and now she's doing another thing.
Right.
But you don't ever want a woman to mold herself to like whatever for the gratification of a man or men in general.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you should be able to do what you want.
So she did comment that, so maybe you can give your take here also, because she says like, oh, I'm a married woman now. You know, like I'm a mom. Like how old is she? 40? She's
40 almost. Yeah.
She's like, I'm 40. Like maybe it's time to start. Maybe it's time to be more conservative. I'm like, what does that mean though? Like, are you supposed to be
like, I don't know,
a different person?
Yeah.
I hear what she's saying about compromise. But
yeah, maybe your kids start to notice more. I don't know, because I don't have kids. And Howell would never tell me shit. Like, I could dress however the fuck I want.
But if Howell did, like, honestly express something to you, like, oh, I wish you would dress more conservative, is that something you would take into consideration?
Fuck, I don't know, because I'm a bitch. I feel like I would be like, fuck you. Dress more like a thought. I don't think that I could love someone who didn't love me just like, who didn't just at least respect the choices I make. Like, I don't know.
But you can respect that choice and still express like an opinion and you know, and you could even say like, obviously do whatever you want, but
right. I don't know. Maybe I would. I don't know. I've never been in that situation.
Because I think that's a sentiment that she's expressing. She's like, I'm in a marriage. I have to compromise. There are things that he does that I don't like. There are things that I do that he doesn't like.
I mean, that sounds like marriage, you know?
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of compromise if you want it to work.
But
or if you want to stay together.
But something so personal as to how like,
your clothes and your body. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's, I don't know.
Like, what if it were, instead of I would like you to cover up more, it would be like, I would like for you to be sexier. Like, you know,
I couldn't do that for someone.
But they're the same thing.
I couldn't do what makes me uncomfortable.
Right.
To make somebody else more comfortable, especially in that sense, like with my body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe she is comfortable, conservative also. And so it's like whatever, like how she's saying, maybe, you know, I mean, we can't think that she's lying too.
Oh, no, I think she's being truthful in what she's saying. That's why
Yeah.
I think I'm also like, it kind of makes me uncomfortable that she's doing this, but obviously it's her choice.
Marriage and choice. Yeah. That's interesting. The whole thing is interesting because he's just on this crazy different path now.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know. Do you need to appease that fool? Let him go.
No, and it's true. It's like he's probably, I mean, just from the outside, it seems like he's a different person to the person that she married.
Right.
You know, at what point is that still your husband?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, people change. That's the thing. Like, that's with any relationship, friendships, your family, you know, romantic relationships, work relationships. People change, and sometimes it's not the same thing it was, and it's time to walk away. But that's hard, you know?
Yeah.
So I could see why somebody would try to, especially when you have kids.
And you know, so she's like, okay, I'm going to start dressing more conservatively though. But why was she wearing a man's suit?
She's wearing that shirt that says slut with rhinestones on it that was
from
in Arrested Development. And she's like, I'm going to start dressing more conservatively.
It's like, I don't know. It seems like not even her anymore though, you know?
Oh yeah, that NBA 2002 suit that she was wearing.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
Was weird.
I don't know. So
it's kind of crazy for her too, because her body is so sexual. Like, she's so curvaceous and like she's a sexy girl, you know, like.
Yeah, she spent a lot of time and money trying to do that.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, you know, like her ass is fake, her tits are fake, and like, how do you tone that down now? Like, unless you do like oversized shit, which that's not gonna look that good.
Yeah, you're gonna be dressing like Billie Eilish.
Yeah. Oh my god, I would die to see Kim Kardashian in like some men's Burberry short and, you know, like t-shirt button-up situation
and a bucket hat.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know.
A lot of social implications going on.
Yeah, another thing that came out about the Kardashians was Caitlyn Jenner gave an interview. I think it was with People magazine, but I'm not too sure. And she said that she hasn't spoken to Khloe Kardashian for 6 years.
It was she's a contestant currently on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that show still existed.
It's, I want to say Australia or something.
Wow.
You know, they fucking like Big Brother and stuff is huge in the UK and in Australia and shit. Yeah.
Y'all are ratchet.
Well, she's on that show and it came out because, you know, they filmed them like a lot. And one of the other celebrities, I guess, asked her, what's the deal with what happened in the aftermath of your coming out? And she spilled the tea.
Yeah. She also was talking about like how, I guess, the Queen watches that show.
Like Elizabeth?
Yes.
The Queen.
Yes, the Queen.
Claire Foy.
Yeah. That's my queen, man. Hell yeah. I would love to see just like 7 seasons of Claire Foy.
Yeah, just she should have like grown up with her, right? That would have been cool.
That triple pearl necklace set.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And I guess Caitlyn Jenner said like, oh, it's crazy that she watches because I'm technically part of another royal family, the royal family of entertainment.
No, please, no. I would say. And also, is that the truth? That doesn't seem like, are they? I mean, they're obviously in the zeitgeist. They're obviously a part of popular culture, but are they the royal family of entertainment?
No, I mean, if you weren't going to call the Coppolas that, you can't call the fucking Kardashians that.
There's a lot, but they have a lot of, like, you know, if we were to draw like the diagram and stuff, we would be able to connect them to a lot of different people.
That's true, but some of them fall off, like what's this fool's name?
Lamar Odom. Yeah, true.
Reggie Bush. Mm-hmm. They don't got any hands in NFL anymore, right?
Maybe not hands, but vaginas. Yeah, so because it was Thanksgiving, they were like, "Oh, happy Thanksgiving, Caitlyn," because she was the only American.
Right.
And then she got kind of like in her feelings, and she was like, "You know what? This is the first Thanksgiving that I haven't been with my family."
Aww.
Because she's definitely like seems like all about her family.
Dude, she was always like in the early seasons of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, she was all about Kendall and Kylie.
That's so sweet.
Like she was the one that took them to school, made their lunch, picked them up from school, took them to like their after school stuff. Like,
yeah,
he would always like kind of try to check them. I don't know if that's the thing too. That show gets so fake, but it didn't seem inauthentic coming from her. Like I remember Kris Jenner would like take them shopping for all this crazy shit, and then she would come home and be like, this is like, you guys need to remember that you're really lucky. And she would take them to shelters and have them like kind of reality check their shit, because at that time they were blowing up. And
yeah.
you know,
well, she said that like she told one of her sons, I don't know which one, but like, you know, the older kids,
Bruce, or he has a few.
Well, told one of the they were
She
like
has a few.
They were like, how did it go? And she was like, oh yeah, I told one of my sons, and he was just like, okay, you're still my dad, I still love you. And like, and she said that it was pretty much like that with everybody except for Chloe.
I think Chloe has like really harbored sentiments about her own dad's passing, and then like Caitlyn then marrying their mom and kind of becoming like the patriarch of the family, because that's how it kind of played out on the show too. She didn't want Caitlyn to walk her down the aisle at first. She was gonna have Rob do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Kim had already been married to Chris Humphries, and so Caitlyn had walked her down the aisle, and it just seemed like,
that seems weird.
She had been married to Chris for like 20 years already. You know? Like it's not like she like popped out of nowhere. So yeah, that I remember that played out super weird. Like I think she has these weird feelings about just like her dad passing and all that.
Do you think it also plays into the fact that there's always been a lot of public speculation about her paternity?
Oh, I mean, fuck, dude, probably, because she's always bringing that shit up too on that show.
Because she is kind of, I don't want to say,
the one that doesn't fit in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she even says that too. She's like, I'm blonde, I have curly hair. Like, I don't look like any of my sisters and her brother.
Right. So I wonder if she feels like this disconnect to like, well, you know, perhaps I don't know who my father is. Or maybe she does 100% know who her father is, but just that outside influence of like, really? Are you sure? Are you sure? Like maybe that just like bugs the shit out of her.
For sure. Who knows?
Yeah.
Whew, shit's getting deep on the drama club, guys.
Another thing that happened this week that set the internet ablaze was Gabrielle Union and Julianne Hough got fired from America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Which is not a weird thing in and of itself, because that show kind of rotates judges often. And this is funny because I actually watched this. This is not a show that I watch, but for some reason I watched this season. And I don't even particularly care for Gabrielle Union. And I think it's because she always plays bitches.
She does, dude. Remember 10 Things I Hate About You? She was such a little bitch in that shit.
And honestly, like when I was thinking about it, I was like, is that racism? Like, why are they always casting her as this like bitchy?
I don't know. What about Adam Scott? He's a bitch too.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Racist against Adam Scott.
Yeah. And was she a bitch in Bad Boys? She was just a badass bitch.
Yeah. But she's kind of like, even though she's arguably like the second hero in Bring It On, she does kind of have like an attitude, sort of.
Yeah.
Like she's just always playing these roles. So it's not that I disliked her. I just never, like, I was just neutral. Like I just never liked her, you know?
Right.
So anyway, but now I'm 1000% Team Gabby because shit has been coming out.
Yeah, good.
Okay. So she has been fired from America's Got Talent, allegedly because she went to HR with a complaint about a joke that Jay Leno made.
I know. I saw that. About Asian people.
Yes.
Like a very stereotypical joke. We don't know what the joke is, right?
Yeah, we know what the joke is.
Oh, we do? Oh, what's the joke?
So Simon Cowell, I guess either in the hallway or in his dressing room, has a painting of himself with his dogs. And Jay Leno.
Why?
I'm not mad at that. Actually, I would do that.
I get of your dogs, yeah, but like you also, you forgot what you look like or what?
And Jay Leno made a joke about Korean barbecue.
What?
It was something about like, oh, look at that picture of Simon with his Korean barbecue or something.
Is that even the correct stereotype? I thought the stereotype was that Chinese people ate dogs.
It's just that's what makes it even worse. It's just like a blanket. It's just like a blanket statement. He just saw he was like, oh, all Asians are the same. It was bad.
I'm sorry. I'm going to pop another vein in my fucking eyeball. So you know what, dude? I'm like, I don't know. I think that the problem is that Jay Leno is a very powerful man in entertainment.
Yeah, and this is NBC. Remember that.
If you re-listen to our Conan episode, what was the other one where Jay Leno was all up in that shit?
David Letterman.
David Letterman episodes is that Jay has a lot of play at NBC. Mm-hmm. And so NBC, I mean, that's a huge fucking network.
Yeah.
You know, and these networks all work with each other also. So that's another thing. Like another network's not going to want to piss off NBC.
Yeah.
I think. So he gets away with shit like this. My thing is that Jay Leno's fucking washed. He doesn't need to be on fucking TV anymore. They don't need to fucking protect him and shit like this. But he's like so high up there, they always will.
It's true.
And that's fucked up. Gabrielle Union did the right fucking thing.
So she went to HR. So that happened, I guess, early in the season. Mm-hmm. So now people are like, oh, like she's a fucking keep your eye out on her, right? Yeah. And then she also went to HR because Simon Cowell smoked cigarettes inside in their dressing room backstage.
That's disgusting.
And I guess their dressing rooms are not enclosed. Like, kind of think of like a cubicle scenario.
Right,
sort of.
Right.
But maybe I think they might be like brick walls, but open air sort of. So there's no, even if he was in his own dressing room smoking a cigarette, like it would, I guess you could sort of maybe let that go. I don't know, but it's like he's smoking and filling the whole backstage area. So she was saying that she and Julianne Hough would just be like fucking gagging and stuff because it would fill the area. So she went to HR and she was like, we have to get him to stop smoking inside.
Good.
And they were like, you know what? He's the boss here. And there's no way that he's not going to smoke inside, even if we call the fire marshal.
You know why this makes me so mad too? Because these networks will bend over for these men like that. Mm-hmm. And what if it was like Paula Abdul? Like, she has a lot of play too, but I bet they would fucking step in and tell her some shit.
It's true, yeah.
It's these men that they let just like walk all over, especially because it's two women coming forward.
Yes, exactly. And then the producers got mad at her. So she already has this reputation now for being difficult on this set because she made those 2 reports to HR, right? Okay.
And Simon's not a dick for smoking in a fucking communal
closed space.
Yeah, and fucking Jay Leno's not a dick for that chin and that Asian joke.
For that chin.
Y'all are mad disrespectful walking around with that chin, Jay Leno.
So they got mad at her because there were certain performers would come on and their act would involve maybe drag, or they were drag performers themselves, and before she would start addressing them, she would ask what their pronouns were, and producers thought that America wasn't ready to hear that, and like and that was inappropriate for her to ask.
I wish you guys could see my face, by the way.
It's true. She is like the jaw on the floor, shocked and appalled.
Man, this is so disgusting.
And that it would then put the other judges in a difficult position because then Simon, I guess, would have to adhere to whatever pronoun, like instead of just.
What's wrong with that?
Exactly.
I fucking hate everyone, dude. You know what? I was remembering the other day. Remember when there was all this backlash about like, you can't say Merry Christmas anymore.
Oh yeah, the war on Christmas.
Yeah, there was like all these people up in arms like, you can't say Merry Christmas anymore. And so I had a coworker who was like hella this way, like she was all up in arms about not being able to say Merry Christmas.
I don't get that, dude.
I don't get that either. And I was like,
we just want to be more inclusive. Like
that's what I thought too. And I was like, like, were you in a situation where somebody said like Happy Kwanzaa or like Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah? It's Happy Hanukkah, right? Yeah, Happy Hanukkah. And
It's
like
Feliz
you were
Hanukkah.
offended? Because I would always be like, thank you. That's fucking nice as fuck.
Yeah. No, for real.
What the fuck?
You know why I think
about?
that kind of person sees themselves as being excluded instead of trying to include more people, because for the first time in their lives, they're not front and center, you know?
Oh my God, man. I just don't even fucking get that. Like, how much energy do you have too? Like, do you like being mad about shit? Like,
oh yeah, totally like being mad about shit.
What the fuck? Like, or I don't know. That's how I feel about that. Just the fuck. I would be like, thank you so much. I will have a fucking happy Hanukkah. Like, what the fuck?
So then the biggest incident came a little bit later when she wanted to pick a certain act to go to the next round. It was a 10-year-old little rapper. And the producers pulled her aside when they knew that she was going to choose him. And they told her that we need an act that America can get behind. You need to pick these cheerleaders from Texas. And she was kind of like,
what?
An act that America can get. So just because I want to pick like a little 10-year-old black boy, like you want me to pick 30 white girls is basically what she implied from the conversation that they were having with her.
And how did they expect her to take that as a black woman?
Yes.
Like, what did you think she was going to feel you asking her specifically?
Right.
That's fucked up.
So they made her cut this little boy, and the boy like collapsed in tears on stage. Aww. They ended up cutting this from the final show, by the way. Yeah. So he collapsed in tears on stage. So she felt obviously horrible. The producer said that she asked for a break, so she needed 10 minutes. So she left the building for 10 minutes, and then Simon Cowell like gave her some space, but then followed her out like 10 minutes later and was like, listen, if you want to fucking keep him, like I'll fucking keep him. But the damage had been done. And the piece de resistance is that they also told her that they didn't care for her changing hairstyles because they were each too black.
What?
Because she actually, and I noticed that she was wearing a lot of, coated black hairstyles on the show, which I thought was great. Like her hair looked amazing. She had like cornrows one week she kind of like froed it out a little bit. Like she had very cool hair, but it was always changing, but they were always very black. And they told her it was too black.
She's fucking black.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So they fired her ass, and I hope, oh my God.
I hope she sues them.
I hope she sues the shit out of them.
Sue them. Fuck those fools.
And also,
dude, fuck NBC, dude. Put snakes next to those motherfuckers.
And fuck Julianne Hough.
Oh, really? Why?
Yes.
Because so she got fired. Why did she get fired?
She got fired also just
because she's whack. Just kidding. That's fucked up.
I don't know exactly why she got fired, but she was kind of like, they asked her for comment. And she said, I didn't see any of these things that are purported to have been happening. Although this is a very well-sourced story, it's all the producers are talking. And anyway, so she was like, oh, I didn't see any of this. But also, I have 2 upcoming shows on NBC. Make sure to watch them in December.
Shut up, man. No way.
Because she got a holiday special with her brother or some shit. Like,
yeah, they're dancers, right? That's why she's like low-key famous. And she macked on Ryan Seacrest. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's embarrassing, girl.
So I don't think she's standing up for Gabrielle the way she should be, especially considering the crux of the story is that Gabrielle is standing up for literally everybody else, for Black people, for Asian people, for gender nonconforming or non-binary people.
Yeah.
So shout out to her.
Shout out to her for sure.
I'm a new fan.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Dwayne Wade.
Oh, really?
Yes, because he took to Twitter.
Good.
And completely
fingers turn to Twitter fingers.
Completely, because he's not beholden. He doesn't have a contract. He doesn't have an NDA.
No, what does he care?
He's got millions of dollars.
Yeah.
He was basically like, fuck NBC.
Good.
He's like, the truth is about to come out. It's already trickling out. And like, I love my wife, and she's just being the person that I know that she is. And
good.
Yeah.
I wish Conan would jump on this shit and be like, yeah, fuck NBC.
True,
and fuck Jay Leno. Y'all are fucking washed. Imagine like shelling out for Jay Leno and Simon Cowell.
Oh God,
Simon Cowell's been a dick. Everybody knows Apple's a dick. Like, that's enough. Let someone else be a judge. We don't need him anymore.
Well, it's his show.
I don't give a fuck.
And you know that the NBC tried to justify the firings by saying that the show had its lowest ratings in years because ratings have been declining for 3 years in a row.
That's because the show's fucking old already.
But last year with Gabrielle and Julianne, their social media engagement like quadrupled.
I'm sure.
And that quadrupling, Gabrielle Union was responsible for 75% of it. Like her followers and her people engaging with her tweets and her Instas.
I totally believe that.
So it's like, those are also the new metrics that are important, not quote unquote
just
ratings.
Yeah.
So it was like, you really did fire her for her being
like how much were your YouTube videos being watched now? Like, you guys have to think about all that shit, but it's because they have 4 fucking fossils in there.
Howie Mandel, Simon Cowell, and then the girls, the ladies who are no longer there. Who's going to take that job now, though?
Gwen Stefani. Blake Shelton.
Oh, Casey Musgraves has a Christmas special on Amazon.
She does? Yeah, I want to watch that.
Yeah.
I like Casey Musgraves. She's problematic a little bit, but I
really?
like her.
What's she doing?
She just she be culturally appropriating for her style.
Oh, okay.
There was one that was really bad. Like, she wore a kimono and it was all like tight and then it was like ripped all the way up her thighs.
I saw that. Yeah.
And a lot of Asian people were hella upset. They were like, thank you for sexualizing something that's so like important in our tradition. And I was like, ooh, Casey, that's not a good look.
She looked like one of those Street Fighter characters.
Yes. Yeah, that was not a good look, homegirl.
I will be watching that Christmas special though.
Same.
I want to have a yeehaw Christmas.
Oh, I see we have Dolly Parton in the audience tonight. And everybody turned around, everybody was looking and applauding. And he kept looking and he said, oh, I'm sorry, that's 2 bald-headed men sitting together.
Speaking of a yeehaw Christmas, I'm up this week. Hello, everyone. My name is Stephanie.
And hi, my name is May, and this is the Drama Club.
In case you didn't already notice, this is a podcast all about scandals, celebrities, TV, movies, film. Those are the 2 film, cinema, movies.
Gossip, chisme.
Social commentary.
Hey. Anyway, welcome.
I'm up this week, and since we want to have a yeehaw Christmas, I'm going to do the story of Miss Dolly Parton.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, this is a very positive one. There's not a lot of drama here. You guys already knew that, but we needed an episode on Dolly.
Yeah, for sure. People have been the streets have been asking for it.
Yeah, and actually, considering everything we talked about, we need this.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'm ready.
Let's start with a Dolly quote. Storms make trees take deeper roots.
Oh, okay. That's Dolly?
Dolly's quote. Dolly's deep as fuck, dude. She's almost as deep as I was as a child.
Is that Dolly Parton or Dolly Lama?
That's Dolly. I listened to Dolly Parton's America. Not all of it, but a lot of it. I watched a lot of her YouTube interviews, and I consulted Wikipedia, of course.
How is Dolly Parton's America?
It's okay.
How many episodes is it?
I think there's 6 right now, and it's gonna be a total of 9.
Okay.
It's all right.
Okay.
Yeah. Just listen to this shit right now.
There's no drama club.
Yeah. All right. So Dolly Rebecca Parton was born in 1946 in a 1-room cabin in the Great Smoky Mountains of East Tennessee.
Wow.
And she has 11 siblings.
Wow.
That's crazy, right?
Damn.
So she was what they would say dirt poor. I don't like that expression. Where does that come from? It's got to be hella bad.
I think because they don't have floors in their house. I think it's like a dirt floor.
Oh, okay. So Dolly's dad worked as a sharecropper and tended a small farm where the family's cabin was located.
Damn, is she Tina Turner?
Dude. Dolly's dad was illiterate and he would take small odd jobs to make ends meet. He was kind of like a jack of all trades, like those. Yeah, everybody has like an uncle like that.
He's a handyman. He's a mechanic.
He can do whatever the fuck. He's a painter. Whatever.
All my uncles are like that.
Dolly still idolizes her dad as one of the smartest people she knows. That's what she says.
Yeah.
Her mom was a homemaker, obviously, because they had 12 children.
Mm-hmm.
She had all 12 of her children by the time she was 35 years old.
No way. So she was like pregnant the whole time.
Yeah, like from 20 to like 35.
No, bro. Nope. I know we just got finished talking about what a woman can or can't do with her body.
You
but
can't do that.
Don't
you
do
can't
that.
do that, baby.
Nope, don't do that.
Nobody could do that shit. You ain't a fucking Rottweiler. What the fuck you have to
She had a litter.
That's fucking crazy. I'm always like amazed just by any pregnancy. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
you really let that
Yeah.
shit happen to your body.
Same.
That's amazing. Good for you.
Yeah.
But
But if you roll the dice, if you don't roll the dice, how are you gonna get a dolly? You know, she was just like
that's true though.
waiting for a dolly to pop out.
Dolly's mom was like often sick. Like Dolly describes her mom as always suffering from illnesses.
Like physical or mental?
Just like she's like, my mom was always like had a cold or like she was just often sick. I think they were poor and she's trying to look over 12 kids, you know. She was hella run down.
Right. And bitch, you carried 12 children.
Yeah, your body just fuck. It's been through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Dolly says her mom always managed to entertain them and she was always singing to them and telling them mountain folklore and like just like that. She had a fun ass childhood.
What is that ride in Disneyland that's like where
the log one?
Yeah, where like the bears are singing and stuff.
Oh,
in the mountain.
That's Splash Mountain.
Oh, that's Splash. Yeah. Okay, that's what
with
I'm
the little
imagining.
bunny. That's just sick, dude. Let's go to Disneyland. You're a fucking bitch. You never want to go with me.
No, I do because I want to go to Star Wars Land.
Oh, okay. Let's go. sorry, I called you bitch. Right? I wasn't harboring that or anything. Like I always want to go to Disneyland, and then both of my wives, Joelle and you, hate Disneyland. It's so fucked up.
I'm down to go to Magic Mountain though.
Oh, I'd be down to go to Magic Mountain. That sounds fun. We should do that with
my cholo boyfriend.
Hell yeah. Okay. Dolly's maternal grandpa was a preacher, so her family was heavily involved in the church. Mm-hmm. Dolly says that growing up, she feels like she became a hustler because of her dad's influence and a singer because of her mother's influence.
Damn, that's a perfect combination right there.
Right? So Dolly's family was super poor. She describes them as dirt poor, like I said, and her grandpa allegedly paid the doctor for the birth of her mother with a bag of cornmeal. Just to like put into perspective how poor her family was.
Yeah. How much is a bag of cornmeal also?
I have no idea, dude. Music was obviously an important thing in her life. First with singing in the church and then with singing at home with her mom all the time. Mm-hmm. Her first performances were in the church choir beginning at age 6, and at age 7 she was gifted her first guitar.
Wow.
So Dolly got play as a choir singer and began singing on the local radio in the East Tennessee area.
Damn, they had a radio?
They had one. Like all of East Tennessee had
the whole
one radio.
town would like turn it on.
She became a regular on local radio shows, and at age 13, she recorded her first single, Puppy Love, on a small music label.
You know what song slaps? That song, and they call it Puppy Love.
That's like a Motown one though, right?
No, I think it's like Frankie Valli or something like that.
Oh my God. Frankie Valli was a fucking player, bro. Then she sang at this concert called the Grand Ole Opry, which was like Opry. My bad.
That was Oprah's house.
Whoops. And there she was introduced to and spoke with Johnny Cash, who encouraged her to continue on with music.
This Johnny Cash.
Imagine. The day after she graduated high school, Dolly packed up and moved to Nashville.
Big city.
Yep. She signed with Combine Publishing as a songwriter, and she started writing several songs, including charting singles during the time.
Oh, cool. So she's getting paid because, you know.
They get paid.
The writers get paid.
Yeah. She wrote a song called Fuel to the Flame for Skeeter Davis, which I guess like was her most famous at the time.
Oh my God, I love Skeeter Davis.
Really? I don't think I've ever heard
Yes,
him.
you have.
Is it a male?
It's a woman.
Oh, okay.
Don't they know it's the end of the world?
Oh my God, no, that's the song that What's Her Faces kills herself to. And, oh fuck. Why don't we finish that thought? That's the song that Brittany Murphy's character kills herself to in
Girl Interrupted.
Girl Interrupted. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Dolly's writing, but for other artists, but she's still getting a lot of hype for her style of songwriting. So this is all good. And she's getting paid, like May said. Since Dolly grew up in the mountainside, a lot of her songs take on a folky vibe, which ended up really resonating with country fans.
Oh, so she didn't necessarily set out to like write country music per se.
She did, but like she just started like it's just that her style of country is hella like folk influenced.
Okay.
Which before this they hadn't really seen.
Oh, I see. Okay.
At age 19, she signed with Monument Records, where they tried to pitch her as a bubblegum pop singer.
I don't see it. No.
Yeah, but it was like 1965 and she's like this young blonde. So
oh yeah,
she dropped some singles with no play whatsoever. And then she kept pushing her label to let her sing some country songs, but they kept resisting. In 1966, she wrote the song Put It Off Until Tomorrow for country singer Bill Phillips. And this went to number 6 on the country charts.
Okay.
So the label was like, okay, they gave in and they were like, you could go ahead and record a country album.
All right, cool.
On May 30th, 1966, Molly married her beau, Carl Thomas Dean.
Molly?
Dolly, sorry.
I was like, who that?
Dolly married her beau, Carl Thomas Dean, in Ringgold, Georgia.
Okay.
She doesn't use his surname professionally, but she said that legally she actually does.
Oh, okay, cool.
So let's get into her marriage a bit here because Carl really doesn't come up at all after this.
Really?
Yeah, Carl is insanely private. Like, think of like the most private celebrity you know and multiply it by like 100.
Okay.
Like
so we know his name.
That's it. Yeah, he does not like fame.
I saw a picture of him once.
Me too. And I think it was like at her house, like, and it's just like him waving, like trying to get away.
Yeah.
He worked running an asphalt road company, like a road paving company.
Yeah.
His entire life in Nashville, even when Dolly was at the peak of her fame and making like millions and millions of dollars, he still ran that asphalt company.
Okay.
He shuns publicity. He never attends events with Dolly. Dolly says that she thinks he's seen her perform once in her life.
Wow.
She also says that she knows that it looks like they barely spend any time together, but it's just that no one ever gets to see Carl but her. And so she says, we're actually always together. He's always with me, but he just will never, ever be seen in public. She says that he's really romantic and loving, and he writes to her, and that he writes to her when she's away all the time. In 2011, she gave an interview saying that she's most proud of her marriage because it was her first and it's going to be her last.
Oh.
They renewed their vows in 2016 on what was their 50th wedding anniversary.
Wow.
When she was first starting out as a singer, he was making more money as an asphalt paver. And they took in most of her siblings because they wanted to help her mom and dad. Yeah. And they have no children of her own because they pretty much raised her siblings. And like now she has like a shit ton of nieces and nephews, she says too.
Man, I never thought about it, but yeah, she doesn't have any kids, huh?
Yeah, she doesn't have no kids.
Well, you know what? Shout out to them. I love that story of their marriage.
Me too. You found something that works and you're happy, and good for you. You don't give into like pressure,
right?
What your marriage should fucking look like, and
right? Over 50
awesome.
years.
Dude, that's a fucking accomplishment for sure.
And at least on her end, sounds like she's still fucking in love, which is amazing. So
yeah, for sure. All right. Well, that's all you'll hear about Carl.
Unless he pops up and gives her a kidney like fucking
Tina's man. What's his name? Bach?
Yeah.
Fucking Bach. Okay, so back to her career. So Dolly's first country single, Dumb Blonde, reached number 24 on the country chart in 1967, which she then followed up with the song Something Fishy, which hit number 17.
Okay.
Both of these songs became the singles for her first album entitled Hello, I'm Dolly. I know, I love that. In 1967, Porter Wagner invited her to have a regular spot on his weekly syndicated show, The Porter Wagner Show.
So this is huge.
This is huge because his show was already big.
Yeah.
And he had this country singer Norma Jean on his show, and she was like his recurring like country singer. But Norma was taking off like to focus on her career, so Dolly was going to step in and replace her. So at first the audience was kind of hesitant because they were like, oh, they liked Nora, you know?
Yeah.
And so they weren't like super into her. But after some time, they grew to love her because she's infectious.
Because she's fucking Dolly.
Yeah. And then RCA grew to love her and they signed her as an artist.
Dope.
Her first song on RCA was a duet with Porter called The Last Thing on My Mind, which reached the country top 10. Dolly's first solo single for RCA was Just Because I'm a Woman, and that one reached number 17, which at this time kind of became her rep. Like, she started dropping singles pretty consistently, and they were successful, but they weren't chart toppers.
Right.
They were like 20s, teens, you know. What always did pretty good was her duets with Wagner.
Yeah.
And so they were like linked together. Like, you didn't really think of Dolly by herself as an artist.
Right.
But
I mean, when the market, you know, we didn't have that many singers back then, so it's being like having the 17th, you know, song on the charts, that was
still
huge.
saying something. Yeah, it's still definitely saying something. But Dolly became frustrated with the level of success she was at. Obviously, she wanted to be fucking number one. Of course she did. And she probably knew, like, she was like, I have it in me, you know?
Yeah. I'm a hustler. I can do it.
So she recorded a single named Joshua in 1971, which became her first number one single. And this changed the game.
Okay.
Her next solo hits were straight up fucking bops, including the song Coat of Many Colors.
Oh, yep.
Burning the Midnight Oil, and Touch Your Woman.
I don't know Touch Your Woman, but the other two are like, those are in her repertoire, like, to this day.
Like, if you see like a Dolly Parton greatest hits, it's gonna have that shit. She also got a variety show of her own called Dolly, which had pretty high ratings, but ended up only lasting one season. I guess she ended up requesting to be released from that contract because she said the show caused too much stress on her vocal cords, and she was more interested in becoming a singer than like a TV personality.
Yeah. Huh. But I feel like she could have been very successful, like a Carol Burnett type show.
Yeah,
a Sonny and Cher. I mean, the Porter Wagner thing is sort of like the country take on that. But
yeah, for sure. Yeah. So in Dolly Parton's America, when she's talking about this time in her career and like these songs, she's like, these are my sad ass songs. And she laughs about them. Like she's like, I listen to those songs and like, what are these sad ass songs?
She was emo. She went through an emo phase like everybody else.
It happens.
That was her dashboard confessional phase.
Dolly Parton had side bangs and heavy eyeliner. Then, in late 1973, Dolly Parton really popped the fuck off when she dropped the biggest hit of her career, Jolene.
One of the greatest songs ever written.
Just low key.
You know, just tells a story of sadness, of jealousy, of defeat,
of this bitch
love.
Jolene.
Fuck her, wherever she is.
Might fuck around and drop one of the best songs of all time just for fucking funsies.
Wow.
Jolene topped the country chart and broke into the general Billboard Top 100, which is huge for a country artist.
Yeah.
Eventually, it even charted in the UK, reaching number 7 on their fucking charts.
Damn.
So Dolly was like, this is my fucking chance. She took this opportunity to completely break off from Porter Wagner, which at this time she had still been linked with him. And she was still collaborating with him. They were still dropping duets. So she stopped appearing on his show in 1974, and they had their last concert together pretty soon after.
Okay.
They remained close for a while, and Porter helped produce her first records after this. And so Dolly made it seem like, you know, we're great friends and like it's just, you know, it's time to move on. But later on, like in the early 2000s, Dolly admitted that their relationship had been really tempestuous and that Porter was actually like super jealous and always felt slighted when her career started doing better.
Yeah.
I think that happens.
Yeah, for sure. Right. And he sued her.
Yeah, he did. And Dolly said the more attention she got, obviously, the more threatened he became. So that same year, 1974, Dolly wrote a little love song about her professional relationship breakup with Porter.
Oh, you know.
You guys might have heard of it. It's called I Will Always Love You.
Yep. Also, I just want to point out here how magnanimous it is of Dolly to write this song about Porter when all this behind the scenes drama is happening, where he's basically like, fuck you for like doing your own thing and like, you know, and her response is, I will always love you.
You know what's crazy is like, if you're somebody who like is a romantic or like just loves love, I think you could push all that shit aside and like really see like he really did help her a lot.
Yeah.
And she's like, you know, she's always gonna, so she's probably so heartbroken even though it's a professional relationship.
But kill him with kindness is what I always say, and she's doing it right there.
She definitely fucking did. So I mean, do we even need to talk about this song? But the song hit number 7 on the country charts. But then things got interesting for Dolly when some little dude named Elvis reached out to her with an interest in recording a cover.
Oh.
Dolly was pumped until Elvis's manager told her that if Presley was going to do a cover, it was the standard for the original songwriters to sign over half of their publishing rights to him, since he was such a fucking legend that he would get the song hella play.
Nope.
But Dolly was like, go fuck yourself, bro. Dope. I wrote this song and I'm not going to do that shit.
What's his fucking manager's name? Like Captain something or fucking...
He's famous. I don't know. I didn't write it in here because fuck that fool.
Yeah.
This little decision and that little spiciness, because you gotta be like hella confident too to like stand up to somebody like Elvis Presley.
Right, for sure. And you also have to value yourself and know your fucking worth.
Well, this ended up making her millions and millions and millions of dollars from royalties on this song.
Yeah.
Fun fact. Whoop. Years later, this went viral recently because it was on Dolly's Part in America. She said that she wrote Jolene and I Will Always Love You on the same fucking night.
You just need one good night, dude. Just like one night of genius. You know,
she change your entire life.
What's her husband's name? Carl?
Yeah.
Probably made some sweet love that night. She had like a really delicious dinner. What does Dolly Parton eat for dinner? Like steak and potatoes?
Some fucking casseroles. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She a mountain person. Yeah.
That shit slapped. She got some good dick that night. And she was like, you know what? I'm going to bust out like the two of the greatest songs of the 20th century. She was still in the
bed with Carl and she was like, and So Dolly, after these two back-to-back fucking crazy hits, best songs like of all time kind of. Yeah. She was everywhere. She became country music's #1 star.
Wow.
And she got her own TV show again while dropping country hit after hit. It was the same kind of thing, and she dropped it after like the first season again.
Yeah.
Plus her songs were at this time were being covered by everyone, and that's kind of like a thing in country music. So Olivia Newton-John, Linda Ronstadt, Kitty Wells, everybody was jumping on Dolly's songs.
And also, I think back then in general, that was more of a thing.
Covers?
Yeah.
Because Tina Turner is kind of like a cover artist.
Yeah. And like, you know, Burt Bacharach like wrote every song in that era.
It's like one dude writing a song.
I think it's standards, you know, like that was the era of standards. So everybody just sang fucking everybody, like Frank Sinatra and shit, you know?
Very true. So Dolly was making money.
Hell yeah.
And naturally began venturing into different businesses because she's a fucking hustler.
Yeah.
But another thing about Dolly is she's loyal as fuck. So she tried her best to focus her money-making operations in her native Tennessee.
Hey.
Dolly is co-owner around this time. She became co-owner of the Dollywood company, which operates the theme park Dollywood in the Smoky Mountains. Dollywood is the biggest ticketed tourist attraction in Tennessee and the 24th most popular theme park in the U.S. Low-key, I would fucking go to Tennessee to go to Dollywood, dude.
1,000%. I would love to go to Dollywood. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. It's a typical amusement park like you think, like rides and shit.
Yeah.
But it features traditional crafts and music of the Smoky Mountain area. So that's their theme.
Yeah, dope. And I bet they have good food too.
Yep. And it hosts a shit ton of concerts year round, including several concerts by Dolly herself.
Right.
The amusement park is part of a larger Dolly destination, which includes a sister water park called Dollywood Splash County, which is Yeah, what you would think of like a water park.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, and it also holds Dollywood's Dream Resort and Spa.
Oh, okay. Can we go there?
This is the next trip.
Yeah, this is definitely our next trip. Oh shit.
And the Dolly destination also has a dinner theater attraction in the same area. You know.
All right. Okay. The arts, culture, and the arts. Okay.
The splash park is themed around swimming in the rivers of the Great Smoky Mountains.
You know what I love? A lazy river.
Oh, I love lazy rivers too. They're fucking tight.
Yeah. And I also like,
is there one at like your parents' timeshare somewhere? Because timeshares always have them.
In one of them that I've been to, yeah, I can't remember which one, but yeah. But I also like those rides like at amusement parks that are like the one at Magic Mountain that's
the
rafting.
Rafts,
Yeah.
Those are fucking fun.
Slap.
Yeah. And sometimes when it's super hot outside, like you're like,
oh,
yes, I'm gonna get wet.
Yeah. That shit feels so fucking good.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up with her titties?
We'll get there.
Okay.
So the sign for all the Dolly theme parks also are super cute because on Dollywood, the W is a little butterfly.
Aww.
I know, she's so cute.
Mariah Carey is shook.
She's hella shook. So now Dolly started pushing for play outside of the world of country music because now she's like, okay, I made it to the top in country. Next step, you know. Her 1976 album, All I Can Do, was more mainstream and pop sounding. And it covered some of the Temptations hits also, including My Girl. I know. I never heard it. Actually, I haven't heard it still.
Okay.
The album was well received, but none of the singles made an impression on any of the pop charts.
Okay.
In 1977, she dropped the album Here You Come Again, which became her first million seller, topping the country charts and breaking top 20 on the pop charts.
Hell yeah.
For the rest of the 70s and early 80s, her singles moved on both charts simultaneously, and her albums were developed specifically to have crossover success.
Perfect. Shania Twain.
She's so fucking smart, dude.
Yeah.
In 1978, Dolly won her first Grammy for Best Female Vocal Country Performance.
Hell yeah.
Her visibility then increased with a ton of TV appearances and a very famous interview with our favorite bitch, Barbara Walters.
You know, I'm going to get into it when I do The View, but I've softened on Barbara a little bit.
Yeah, I like feel weird about Barbara. Like, I know she's a good journalist.
And very important for women.
Very important because she was like straight up like Anchorman times.
She was
working.
She was literally the first woman on the nightly news.
Yeah, I believe it.
So,
that's what I'm saying. Is that the movie I'm thinking of? Anchorman?
Yeah, with the
Will
Anchorman.
Ferrell? Yeah.
You know, the one titled exactly about the thing that we're talking about.
All right. Plus, Dolly was a huge personality, so everybody fucking loved her. From her style to her hair to her boobs and her voice. Nobody could help but to look out for her. Yeah. That's why we're talking about it right now. So Dolly had huge fake boobs. Oh, okay. Hold on. Sorry. I jumped ahead to her boobs. Okay, so at this time, Dolly had been approached by Hugh Hefner to pose for Playboy, and she said she had been approached several times throughout the 70s, and she always turned it down.
She was hot, man.
Hell yeah. Finally, in October 1978, she appeared on the cover of Playboy wearing the full Playboy bunny outfit. She looks so cute.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. She had the black one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's one of the first high-profile interviews with the mainstream press that she ever gave.
Wow, because she was only doing what, like country,
yeah,
probably
she just
magazines and shit.
Yeah, she would do like TV appearances, and she was like Dolly is like a character, and like I don't know if like I don't want to say that she's in character, but she kind of shies away from from like really letting you know who she really is.
No, that's good though.
Yeah, so like she would do like media and shit, but she wouldn't really like sit down for like fucking proper interviews.
Right. Damn, Dolly got ass too. Now that I'm looking
she got
at
a great body, yeah. So Dolly's a huge, big advocate for plastic surgery. Like I said, she got big old chi-chis. There's this bridge in Alabama that's named the Dolly because there's two arches and they kind of look like her titties. And I think on her Wikipedia, they said there's also another bridge that they sometimes reference as Dolly because same kind of thing. It's got like two big old titties.
All right.
Later on, Oprah asked her what kind of different procedures she's had. And Dolly's like hella straight up about it. Like she's like, I've had this done, I've had that done. I'm like, whatever. She said, if I see something sagging, bagging, or dragging, I'll get it nipped, tucked, or sucked.
Yo, same. Yo, put that on my tombstone.
And she famously like jokes around about this shit all the time. And she said the famous quote around this time, it takes a lot of money to look this cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is great. Good for her.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I want to bring something up that came up in the podcast. I think it's like the very first episode because it's around this time. Dolly is very fiercely outspoken, unforgiving, independent businesswoman. And I forgot his name, the host of Dolly Parton's America asks her, would you consider yourself a feminist? And
oh yeah,
Dolly says no. Like Dolly doesn't. He said that he's like talked about it now too, and she didn't just say no. She like recoiled
right
at the thought of being considered a feminist, which is super disappointing because Dolly has all of the ingredients of a feminist.
Yeah, yeah.
Certainly one of the first sex positive like public figures, women, you know. And then Dolly went on in the podcast and said, I obviously write a lot of songs about women because I am a woman, but I also write a lot of songs for men and men's feelings, and I love men, and I don't believe in crucifying a whole group of people because a few have made mistakes. To me, the word feminist is like saying, quote, I hate all men. So I'll defer to the podcast host, Abu Murad, on this, who says what I thought was kind of perfect, like, definitely think that Dolly is a feminist, but maybe doesn't see it because she's a woman who kind of embodies the spirit of feminism,
right?
Women's liberation and equality, but rejects the label.
Yeah. And
it's because of like really shitty stereotypes about feminist label that she seems to be rejecting it. Like if you're
clearly,
if you're a feminist, you hate men, which is obviously not true.
Right.
So it's just kind of shitty.
You know, at the time, I don't know if it was when this podcast came out or what, but I saw someone do a really interesting Twitter thread about this. This woman on Twitter said that her grandmother kind of is around the same age as Dolly, like grew up similar circumstances in a similar part of the country, and her grandmother also similarly, despite having all the qualities of a feminist, rejects the idea of being labeled a feminist and being associated with feminism.
Right.
And she says specifically to speak to her grandmother, it was around the time that that wave of feminism came about, you know, your
like
Gloria Steinems and stuff. It was like a lot of women like Dolly, like this woman's grandmother, felt like they were being looked down upon by those women, by those feminists.
Which happens.
It's true.
Yeah.
Sort of for being rural.
Right.
Which is, you know, code for white trash. Like,
right.
Being poor, typically staying at home with your children.
Right. Which
rejecting
kind of circles back to what we were talking about earlier.
It's true. Like, you know, often rejecting higher education to stay home and raise their families and stuff. So it was like they did receive a sort of, I guess, harsh treatment from feminists.
Right.
Which I think feminism as a movement had growing pains, just like every other movement.
Yeah, for sure.
So when she said that, I was like, you know what? That totally makes sense. Like,
yeah. And that's shitty because look who we lost.
Yeah, I know. Look who we could have had on our team. I mean, and we do have her on our team.
Right.
It's just...
But she's not going to stand with you and say that you're... And then I think that's what's shitty about like the word feminist too, is because you see a lot of men reject that word.
Yeah.
And it's powerful to have men on our side too, you know, just like as many people as possible.
Right.
So it's just shitty.
Just another reminder, guys, like to be accepting of everyone.
Yeah. So in 1979, Dolly was nominated for an Emmy for Best Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Variety Program for her guest appearance in a Cher special.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't think that's an Emmy thing anymore. Best Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Variety Program.
I think now it's not supporting it's guest actress.
Oh yeah, because that's how like the SNL thing comes in and shit, right? Okay. In 1981, Dolly wrote the theme song 9 to 5
Hell yeah.
for the movie of the same name that she starred in with Jane Fonda,
Hell yeah.
which reached #1 on both the country...
Please do not erase my bitch, Lily Tomlin.
Lily Tomlin. Which reached #1 on the country, adult, contemporary, and pop charts.
Hell yeah.
Giving her a triple #1 hit.
I mean, it's a fucking bop. Like,
That is
talk about a catchy song.
Yeah. Dolly is one of the only country singers to ever have a #1 on the country and pop charts simultaneously. The song was also nominated for the Academy Award for Best Original Song, which she ended up losing.
Who won?
I don't know. 1981. Let's see. 1981. Working 9 to 5.
What a way to make a living.
Oh, Fame.
Oh, I wanna live forever. That's tough.
That is tough, but 9 to 5 has... it's just different.
That's tough because we don't really listen to Fame anymore as a song, as a culture.
That's what I'm saying.
But we do listen to 9 to 5.
But Fame is significant.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay, I get it. All right. All right, Academy. We're conflicted on this one, but we'll let you guys have it. In late 1981, Dolly began filming her second feature film, the musical, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Saw this for the first time like 2 months ago.
Really? I've never seen it. How is it?
It has its moments. Dolly's great in it.
Is
it's
it
okay.
Mel Gibson?
No.
Oh, okay. My bad. The film earned her a second nomination for a Golden Globe Award for Best Actress. Due to the hit of both of these movies, Dolly became the top female box office star in 1981.
Damn.
That's fucking crazy, right?
She is straight killing it. She sings I Will Always Love You in it.
Oh, that's a bop.
Yeah.
Plus, she's been like over a decade #1 country song. So Dolly is making fucking money. Meanwhile, Carl's still fucking asphalting over in Tennessee, guys. Just in case you forgot about that little fun fact. And at this time, Dolly continues to be a boss, dropping hit after hit after hit. Islands in the Stream came out.
Yeah.
You like this song?
Yep.
Thinking About Love, Downtown, Save the Last Dance for Me, and a cover of frenemy of the show, Phil Spector's song, To Know Him Is to Love Him, which...
Oh, I love that song.
It also hit the country charts, that one. The list goes on and on and on and on. She also started a production company that produced the documentary Stories from the Quilt about quilting.
Oh.
In 1989, which actually fucking won the Academy Award for Best Documentary that year.
No way.
Isn't that so weird? So like, I don't know, very Dolly too.
Yeah. Damn. Quilting?
Yeah. Dude, my sister-in-law fucking loves quilting.
Who, Lisa or AJ?
Lisa. The Dolly's production company produced some TV shows you might have heard of. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh.
Sabrina, the movie Father of the Bride, and the movie Straight Talk.
Oh, I like Father of the Bride a lot.
Me too. I always think of the Father of the Bride house.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good house. The momentum of the 80s couldn't keep up with the 90s, though, in terms of her music. Like, we saw things slow down a little bit more for Dolly in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Her biggest commercial success at this time was, of course, Whitney Houston's cover of I Will Always Love You for the soundtrack of The Bodyguard in 1992.
And I mean, your
what
tone,
a small feat.
Yeah, your tone is implying like, oh, you know.
This was not a big ass deal, you know?
But the biggest song of the 90s, maybe?
I mean, what else? When did that Mariah Carey Boys to Men song top the charts for like a whole ass year?
I think that was around 95, but that I don't know that sold more in total
than I Will Always Love You.
But it had the longest streak.
Because I Will Always Love You too. Also, like it's something that like The Bodyguard became huge too.
Yeah.
So and Whitney was fucking huge. Like it was just a triple thing.
Yeah.
So this cover became Dolly's greatest commercial fortune of the decade. It was fucking cha-ching.
Yeah.
She also started the Dollywood Foundation in the 90s, which focused on charitable efforts primarily in the area of literacy.
This is my favorite thing about her. My favorite fun fact about her.
Obviously, an ode to her papa. The Dolly Parton Imagination Library mails one book per month to each enrolled child from the time of their birth until they enter kindergarten.
I love this. Oh my God.
They currently have 850,000 children enrolled in the US, Canada, UK, Australia, and Ireland.
I didn't know it was international.
They received an honor by the Library of Congress in 2018 when the foundation sent out its 100 millionth book.
Wow. I got chills.
Yeah, this is awesome. I'm getting emotional. It's such a cool thing for her to give back.
Right. Especially because of her history, because of her father, who she clearly admired so much. And she was like, you know what? This, not only in my name, but in his, in some way, you know?
Yeah. She's actually obviously received a ton of awards for her work in literacy from the Association of American Publishers, American Association of School Administrators, National State Teachers, and Parents and Teacher Nationals. The Dollywood Foundation, which is funded, by the way, almost entirely by Dolly's own money, have been noted for bringing jobs and tax revenues to a previously depressed region because remember, like I said, she tries to keep all her shit in Tennessee. She also works to raise money for other causes through the Dollywood Foundation. Like she'll do shit for the Red Cross, for HIV and AIDS related charities. She's out there really giving back.
Awesome.
Super awesome. In 1989, Dolly was in the film Steel Magnolias.
Yay.
Yeah, super popular, super profitable.
Yeah. Also a movie that I will almost always watch, like if it's on.
If it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
especially
one of them.
If anything, at minimum, just watch Julia Roberts having almost going into diabetic shock in
the barbershop, or not the barbershop,
in
the
Dolly's beauty shop. Yeah.
And what do they give her? Candy or juice?
No, they're like somebody says, "Does anybody have any?" Olympia Dukakis says, "Does anybody have any candy?" And then Sally Field says, "No, juice. Juice is better. Shelby, drink the juice. Shelby, drink the juice."
Dude. So Dolly kept working and dropping songs that, again, would get some action on the country charts, but not really much on the pop charts anymore. But in 1998, she was ranked as the wealthiest country music singer.
Whoa.
And then she transitioned into bluegrass for an album in 1999, for which she won a Grammy for Best Bluegrass Album.
I was going to say when those sort of like older country artists transition into like a different genre of country, it's usually like
pretty
really
solid.
Good. Like
I'm sure.
Like a Loretta Lynn when she's like 70 doing something like that. It's usually super good.
That same year, she was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. In 2001, Dolly was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Oh.
They noted Dolly's 4 decades of contribution to the music entertainment industry and sole writer of over 700 songs.
Jesus Christ. Okay, Juan Gabriel.
Right? Dolly said she's probably written closer to around 3,000 songs since she started writing around 7, and obviously not everything she writes she actually makes.
Yeah.
And Dolly said on the podcast that she tries to write something every day.
Wow.
Yeah, which is, if you've ever read like biographies of great writers, I mean, that's how they do it. They practice writing every day. I think Seinfeld has also said that. He tries to write a joke every fucking day, like no matter what.
Yeah. And they're not, obviously, most of them are going to be trash.
Right. But, you know, it's just being that fucking dedicated.
Yeah. It's good practice.
Definitely. In 2003, Dolly made efforts to preserve the bald eagle through the American Eagle Foundation's sanctuary at Dollywood. And she earned a partnership award from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service for doing this. The same year, a bunch of artists got together and honored Dolly with a tribute album called Just Because I'm a Woman, Songs of Dolly Parton.
Damn, who's on this album?
Dude. Melissa Etheridge sings I Will Always Love You. Shania Twain sings Coat of Many Colors. Nora Jones sings The Grass is Blue.
My queen, you know I love Nora.
And Sinead O'Connor sings Dagger Through the Heart, which I looked this up and it's so fucking good, May.
Oh my God, I'm downloading this album.
Yeah, for real, it's so good. In 2005, Dolly wrote the song Travelin' Through for the movie Transamerica. Do you remember that movie?
Felicity Huffman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Transamerica is about a transgender woman who goes on a road trip with her long lost son, starring Felicity Huffman, like May said, and Kevin Zegers as the son.
Mm-hmm.
Due to the film's main character's gender identity and Dolly's association to the film, she actually received death threats
Oh my God.
following success of the song.
I hate people, man.
I know. What the fuck?
Really? Our benevolent queen, Dolly Parton, you're going to send her a death threat?
Yeah. She ended up getting nominated for an Oscar for Best Original Song for that one.
Hell yeah.
And Dolly kept on trucking with another number one hit in the song When I Get Where I'm Going. That dropped later that year alongside Brad Paisley. He sings on that song with her.
I just remembered that another one of those tribute albums that I like is when there's a Buddy Holly one that's like really good. It has like Fiona Apple on it.
Ooh.
It has Julian Casablancas, and like it's pretty good.
Dude, this is so random, but remember when The Gap was huge?
Yeah,
They used to drop like albums, like
I remember because
Yeah.
Missy and Madonna did one.
and they dropped a cover album, like a cover song album one time, and it was so fucking good. And I remember specifically Brandon Boyd saying an Elvis Costello song on there.
I remember that.
What's the name of that song? It's the name of a girl. Elvis Costello. Allison.
Yeah. Yeah.
Na, 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 na. Damn, I'm gonna download that Gap album. How do I find that shit?
It probably doesn't exist anymore, dude.
Compilation albums were like a thing when we were growing up.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
do you
People don't
remember
that
those
anymore.
like punk goes pop albums?
Yeah.
Where like punk bands would cover pop shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a couple of those.
You were like really not trying to say that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so later that year, the movie 9 to 5 became a musical, and Dolly wrote the score for the adaptation.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, her score and the musical debut of none other than Allison Janney for the 9 to 5 musical were super praised, but the show itself didn't do well altogether, and it closed after only 24 previews.
Oh, so it didn't even make it to Broadway?
No, that sucks.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, that sucks.
On October 27th, 2009, Dolly released a 4-CD box set named Dolly, featuring 99 songs from her career.
Wow.
She also released a live show DVD and started promoting that she was working on a dance album.
Oh.
But the dance album has still never seen the light of day.
All right.
And I'm waiting for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know me and May love a good dance album.
Collab with Cher.
Ooh, and Kylie Minogue.
Oh, shit. That's the new Mount Rushmore right there.
Bring Karen Carpenter back from the dead. And Tina Turner. Hey, you got yourself a picture. Dolly went on a world tour in 2011, which brought in hella cash. And while on tour, her close friend Whitney Houston suddenly passed away. After which
they were close?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
She released a statement saying, quote, "Mine is only one of the millions of hearts broken over the death of Whitney. I will always be grateful and in awe of the wonderful performance she did on my song. And I can truly say from the bottom of my heart, Whitney, I will always love you."
Oh.
And that's so sad.
It's perfect, too.
So this is where I was going to say, I don't remember if we talked about this on here. I know we've talked about this, but when Whitney passed, remember the Grammys had Hudson
Yeah.
sing I Will Always Love You?
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, why didn't they have Dolly sing it? Like,
Right. Yeah.
I think that would have been amazing.
Because then you're honoring two legends.
Right.
You
And
know?
Dolly's still alive. Like,
Right.
I think this is exactly what we said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In 2016, Dolly went on a U.S. tour with 64 dates in the U.S. and Canada. She also performed on The Voice with Miley Cyrus, which, fun fact, Dolly is Miley's godmother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally makes sense.
As of 2017, Forbes estimates Dolly's net worth at $500 million.
Wow.
In 2018, Dolly announced a Netflix series featuring her music career. She's an executive producer and co-star. I didn't watch that, although I do see it on Netflix.
It got like
Whatever.
mixed to to bad reviews.
I know.
It's like, and everyone says the same thing. Like the stories are there, and Dolly, of course, is fucking Dolly, but like everything else is like
whack. Yeah. And like I said, she's a subject of Dolly Parton's America podcast, which is all about her life and legacy. 3 of the episodes haven't been released yet. Dolly is one of the most decorated country music artists with 9 Grammy wins and 46 nominations. She's actually tied for most Grammy nominations by any female artist in history with none other than Beyonce.
Wow.
Dolly has won 3 American Music Awards, 10 Country Music Association Awards, nominated for 2 Academy Awards, a Tony Award, and an Emmy Award. It goes on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
So shout out to Dolly, a queen with very little drama, but who still deserved her own episode.
Yes. Aw, that was awesome.
Yeah, a little positive one.
Thanks, Steph. Now we don't have to listen to Dolly Parton's America.
Yeah, because it's like fucking an hour each episode.
All right, guys. Well, that was this week's Drama Club.
Hit us up on Instagram and Twitter at Drama Club Pod, and on the podcast and on the website dramaclubpod.com.
On the hotline.
Wait a minute.
On the hotline 505-539-0556. Leave us a review wherever you listen to podcasts, and we'll talk to you on Monday with a brand new Afternoon Delight episode.
Bye.
Bye.
However, whatever with your however.